In this video, I'm going to explain the cost effect and opportunity cost of capital punishment versus the life imprisonment without parole. Every time someone is convicted and receives capital punishment, a school is shut down, a police officer loses their job, and prisoners get released from prison due to the extra expense capital punishment carries. Think about that for a moment. Not only does capital punishment have a negative effect on the economy in these ways, but it costs every state that enforces these punishments millions of dollars more than it would to just receive life imprisonment without the chance of parole. The picture here shows how many inmates are on death row today and how many executions there have been since 1976, which is when the death penalty first took effect. 31 out of the 50 United States have had the death penalty in effect today. Out of these states that have a death penalty, New Hampshire has the lowest inmates on death row, with it only being about 1, and also has not carried out any executions since 1976. Texas, on the other hand, has had the largest number of inmates on death row, with that being 276, and conducted the most executions since 1976, conducting about 521 of those. Here we're going to look at 3 different states that enforce the death penalty: Kansas, Texas, and California. Kansas spends about $395 million per case, which is about 78% more than the cost of life imprisonment. While Texas spends about $1.2 million per case for capital punishment, which is about 75% more than the amount spent with life imprisonment. While California spends about $300 million per case, which is about 79% more than the amount spent on their life imprisonment cases. The picture on the bottom right shows the cost of capital punishment and the cost of incarceration in California. The total cost of incarceration since 1976 is about $1 billion, which is only about 22% of the total cost on someone on death row. The other $3.64 billion is a combination of court costs, automatic appeals, federal appeals, and a couple other little things. So if the court costs and appeals were taken out of the picture, kind of like they were used for the capital punishment, the total cost, just incarceration for a lifetime, would be about $1 billion, saving California $3.64 million in those years. The steps here are the steps it takes in order for someone to be sentenced to death row. This picture explains in better detail why capital punishment costs more than life imprisonment. There are more steps involved in the situation, which drives the cost up. For an example, court fees, attorney fees, and like I said, a couple other things. The case moves from court to court until the final sentence is made. The defendant can also appeal at any time during this process, multiple times a year if they choose. While a life imprisonment case, the defendant can only appeal the ruling one time. Although with life imprisonment cases, the inmates have to be housed and fed, these costs don't even come close to the court costs that are involved with the capital punishment. In closing, while many people think that we should increase the amount of people we execute, regardless of the reason, we can see that it is a huge expense that ultimately is paid by for us taxpayers.